Hi there, it's Sandra with Brew City Thrifts. Today I'm at the Goodwill of Mukwonago. It is a Friday after work. I only have about an hour. This Goodwill is a challenge because they do tend to price up collectibles and vintage. But last time I came here, I lucked into some really awesome vintage finds. We're going to hope that we can do it one more time. So let's get in there and let's hit it. We are starting at the back of the store from where I usually start. And I am in the vase area. So lots of different vases here to look at. Doing a slow pan just so you can see the variety. Okay, the first one I want to look at is this guy. This is a Native American piece. There is a signature. I have picked them up before and moved them, but I don't pick them up very frequently. This is a more contemporary piece than I thought it might be. Oh, this is interesting. I like this. It is made by Napco and it's contemporary. You can get it on Amazon for about $18 to $20. Nice piece. I decided to move on. This Pure One piece has its original tag on it. They're asking $20. Maybe some room to make a little money there. It is a nice vase, but I move on. This is a piece of hand-blown glass. I'm trying to get a look at that label there. It is, I don't think I quite got it at the time. It's a nice piece of glass. Nothing too special. This is a nice pillar vase. I might buy those if they have the tag on them. Sometimes they're made in Poland. This is a piece of pottery. As you know, I like the handmade pottery. Here's another hand-blown piece of glass. It is a nice bottle. There is a label on it. The label says handmade quality. I don't think that's a brand. And it strikes me as a contemporary label. And then we've got this piece. This is made in Japan. It's got some peacocks on it, which I thought were nice. Here's a jardiniere that is marked Royal Jardin. It's super heavy, super big, and I also don't think it's that old. I'm going to leave that. Behind it, the jardiniere was this piece. It is metal, but it is hand painted all the way around. I like the painting. Looking on the bottom, it says it is by Pacific Rim. And I decided to look that up mostly because the painting was really quite nice. Turns out, this is going to be a keeper. I'm going to take this with me. I only wish it had a twin. So I'm seeing what might be someone's teapot collection that got dropped off here. Lots of teapots. And they are Arthur Wood teapots, which were made in England. And I know Arthur Wood to be somewhat collectible. So the one that interests me out of all of these is this one because of the sort of a chintz pattern with roses. Really pretty, really heavily patterned, very British. And it is Arthur Wood and Son. So at $4.99, there is still room to make some money, and while teapot collectors may not be as common as they were back in my mom's time, I still think this is going to appeal because of the British quality and the pattern. So I think I'm going to take that one with me. No chips or cracks visible. Yeah, that's a nice teapot. My mom would have loved it. Just checking it here to see if there's another one of interest. I probably should not be picking these up by their spout, but I am trying to brace it with the rest of my hand. Could not reach that other heavily patterned one back there, but there's a lot of gilding loss on the handle and spout, so moving on. This one is more contemporary. Going to put the one I moved back with its friends. So I noticed this carafe here with the metal sleeve. Next to it, I also noticed this napkin holder. The pattern's kind of cute, and looking on the bottom, I see that it's by Mariposa. That is, I believe, a Mexican brand that does recycled metals, recycled aluminum. I love recycled items, and I've sold other Mariposa items before, so that is going in my cart. There is a stitch plate behind it back here. This looks like restaurant wear, feels like restaurant wear. Turning it over, it is restaurant wear. It is Syracuse china. I do like the pattern. It's not very flashy, a little on the plain side. I decided to leave it this time, but the Mariposa is coming with me. When I'm looking through the paper and office area, I'm usually looking for note cards for myself, sometimes office supplies for where I work. This time I noticed this and pulled it out. Oh, it's a Kate Spade something. The box is a little tight, so it's going to take me a minute to get it open with one hand. And I'm able to, yay, and it's a pen. That's kind of nice. A Kate Spade pen for $2.99. Yeah, I think I will take that. I will take that. There's some decks of cards here too. I will pick up vintage decks of cards every so often, especially if they've got nice graphics. Office supplies. I noticed this crock missing a lid. I do like a good crock, but they've got to have their lids. Under it is maybe an appetizer server. I thought it might be a little older than it is. It's limited LTD commodities. That's probably mass produced. Kind of an interesting design. This looks like it could be a hobbyist piece. And then back here, oh, a glass butter dish. Those are always something I'm on the lookout for. This time, definitely butter. Definitely for butter. It's contemporary. The glass is quite plain. I put it in my cart to think about it for a while just for the novelty of it, but it does end up going back on the shelf. Down here I noticed this piece of fused glass. It is a fruit bowl. It is not signed, so it's contemporary, but I do fairly well with fused glass. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take that with me. This looks hand painted, and it is a big old planter or crock. It says Home and Garden Party Limited. Next to it, I looked behind the box. You do need to move things around to find things. This is a nice hand painted piece too. It is made in West Germany. It's a little pitcher with a underplate. I decide I'm going to move on. Here is a little terracotta bud vase, trying to figure out where it was made. It turns out to be Portugal. It's cute, hand painted. This time I will leave it, even though I do well with little bud vases. Here's a hand painted set of canisters and salt and pepper servingware. Contemporary though. Oh, whoa, that's pretty ominous. I noticed this frog. It's metal and crackle glass. It's a cute design. It's one of those outdoor solar lights. It's contemporary, but it is cute. I would have liked it if it had been a figurine, I think. Might have picked it up. Then I saw this pretty green glass. Been on a little bit of a green glass tear this summer so far, but I decide these pieces will stay behind while they are quite nice. Some more green glass down there along with this amber glass. Those look like they could be vintage. This is a lacquer tray. It comes in a set of 3. It's rather lightweight. I think it might be more contemporary, so I think I will pass. Here's a nice pretty hand-painted mug, and looking at the bottom, it is signed, and it is part of an entire set. Look, It goes with these bowls and plates, all by the same artist. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. That is like a hand-thrown whole set of china. I I think I'm gonna pass this time, but those are very nice. And another day I might have picked up the bowls or something like that, or the mug. Then down here, it's another set. Under it, I like the looks of this threshold pattern. It is the Kingsfield pattern. I do really like it. Stoneware. I think about it for a minute, but then I decide to move on. I do really like this wooden shelving area at this particular Goodwill because I do sometimes find cool, unusual vintage pieces over here. So we're doing a slow pan to see what I might start with. I think this clipper ship might have been here before when I last came in, and there were a lot of nautical items that had been donated. This is a little, maybe a magazine rack with some cloth on it. And then, oh, this is interesting. Oh, this is a wall-mounted coffee mill. Definitely vintage. $3.99. That is, coffee mills do pretty well. I don't know about the wall-mounted ones. I'm going to put it down and take a quick look on eBay. Next to it was a Marjolaine Baston tin. I've been running across a lot of her things. I do like her design. This tin is the design is a little underwhelming. Then I saw this this very, very heavy resin mousse, and it's kind of delightful. Look at him. Welcome. Now that is the kind of piece that we'll sell here in Wisconsin, in the big woods. People who have cabins on lakes would probably enjoy a piece like that. It's quite heavy. I decide I'm gonna think about it for a minute, but then I saw this. This is the bottom of a hurricane lamp, but I'm thinking that glass potentially might be uranium glass. I'm gonna pop that in my cart. It is missing the shade, but I'm going to take a look at it with my black light. This very big lidded hand painted pottery piece was interesting. It's, oh, I'm about to knock over everything. It's so big though, and I think it's contemporary, so I'm just going to leave it there. So I've got my black light, and you can see there is no glow. This is not uranium glass. Chachkiville, and I see this hand painted violet's little doodad missing a lid. It's a nice silver, looks, I don't know what that is. Looks, it could be a cup, could be a little planter. This bird is a style I really like, a kind of modern, Nordic, very abstract design. I have a bunch that I decorate with. That one's, the quality was a little less than I would want. On the lower shelf, I noticed this little storage unit with a wooden box and drawers. I do like picking up storage units like this, craft units, for example, but the look of this didn't speak to me. Still in Chachkiville, this looks like a Royal Canadian Mountie. Quality is pretty home style. I'm gonna leave that here on the shelf. Got a glass paperweight, etched design. More paperweights over here, maybe someone's collection. These look like contemporary pieces made in China. There's one with the fishes on the top. I've picked those up before. I got a nice marble egg. I also do pick those up once in a while. I have plenty for myself right now. I usually keep them instead of sell them. This piece has the polished bottom that indicates it's a better quality glass or crystal. It's just very plain. And then this Pier 1 piece, it's a Pier 1 spotted cat. Again, an abstract style of tchotchke that I do like. I put it in my cart to think about it for a bit. It does go back on the shelf, however. Still searching for something. This is the Baoding balls that I do pick up occasionally. Can you hear it? They make a little tone, got a little chime in them. That's the yin yang symbol. I still have a couple in my inventory, so I will leave that this time. And then I noticed this box of Peanuts cartoon figures, but honestly, I think I don't like that stylized depiction of them. It looks very modern, but not really that well done, I guess, to me. Then I noticed this. This is a pottery tumble up. Now that's kind of cool. It looks like it's got some age. There's quite a bit of wear on the top and the rim, so it might have been used a lot. It's got a southwestern style to it. Could be Native American. There is no signature. The quality, I was thinking, might mean it's not so, it wouldn't move so fast. Maybe this was a mistake because it could have been something Native American, but it wasn't signed, so I did end up leaving it. I like the way this Goodwill store displays its art. It's easy to see what they have. So I picked up this because it looked like it was original art, but it is mass produced. Scanning along. Oh, this looks like it might have some age. It's a little wall plaque. It could have some age. It's got some old-fashioned kinds of graphics there. Here's another piece that looks like it could be by the original artist. Turning it over, that is still possible. It's got a signature and it is quite cute. And then I see this. This is a Warren Kimball piece. It's of a birdhouse. His design is pretty distinctive. I'm not sure how his framed prints go. I decided to move on. Let's take a look to see what was behind this other picture. It's just a frame. Oh, here's another hand-painted piece. This is a wall hanger. It is hand-painted and signed, but again, it is mass-produced. Nicely done. I guess I'm going to leave it behind them. Okay, we've got a cart review going. We've got a few things here. We've got this, well, that stuff that I picked up, just personal items, but we have this piece of fused glass. It is a fruit bowl, contemporary, but I think it'll sell. Then we've got this Arthur wood chintz, rose chintz teapot. It is vintage, it is British, and my mom would have loved it. Then we've got the Mariposa napkin holder in recycled metal, aluminum. We've got the Kate Spade pen. It's for the fashionista who wants to accessorize right down to her writing utensils. And then finally, we've got this Pacific Rim hand-painted metal planter. I think it is vintage, and if I had a match, it would go for more on eBay, but the single should do okay as well. So there you have it. That's our haul for the day. The tote was a pickup too. So we did find a few cool things, I'm very happy to say. I'm excited about the Arthur wood teapot. Can I speak? The Arthur wood teapot. The Arthur wood teapot. My mom used to collect them. She collected teapots and chocolate pots, and it was kind of a little bit of a nostalgic moment for me. The Mariposa, oh look, I can't pronounce anything. The Mariposa, the aluminum, the recycled aluminum napkin holder, the flat ones with the charms do very well on eBay. This one might do well as well. And finally, the Pacific Rim planter. They are surprisingly collectible. They go for a much higher price than I would expect on eBay. So, hope you had a good time. Like my channel, subscribe, and comment. Come back soon because we will do this again. Thrift on.